The last one we watched was the one where Littlefinger takes Ned Stark prisoner, where after the king dies and they install Joffrey, and he tries to undo it. You should have been with us when we were. There's a scene where Ned doesn't feel safe with his daughters there, so he says he's going to return them to Winterfell. And Sansa and Arya are both really upset for different reasons. Like Arya wants to keep doing her sword lessons, and Sansa just wants to fuck Joffrey. Like that's her like only ambition. And she makes this comment about how she's going to give him beautiful, golden-haired babies. And there's this like look in Ned Stark's eyes, and he goes and he reads the book again and reads through all of the Baratheon lines, like genealogies and like what color hairs they were and everything, and it gets, so it's like, you know, whatever Baratheon, black of hair, Lionel Baratheon, black of hair, Robert Baratheon, black of hair, and then he gets to Joffrey Baratheon, it's gold of hair. And Matt's like, oh my god. It was pretty great.
Is that his first time ever watching Game of Thrones?
Yeah, he's never seen it before.
There's certain parts I just want to like know when he's watching.
Yeah. Well, we've been watching almost every night. And if you're free, I'm using Hyperbeam to broadcast it. It's free, like you don't have to pay for it. So if you're bored one evening when we're doing it, drop into the voice chat and free to join us.
I just remember watching it, and like my roommate ran in on certain episodes.
Yeah, it's funny. My
oh yeah, don't give it away.
The whole reason I watched this show in the first place was because my friend Joe made me watch it, and he joined us the other night and watched an episode with us. It was a nice little full circle moment.
That's funny.
Ooh, I just got iced.
You mean you got deported? No, I shouldn't say that.
Oh god.
I think I might have 4,000 now. Yay! If we see Asa in the chat today, we'll peer pressure him into playing.
I hope this isn't anything too unseemly.
Yes, sir.
I'm not really sure what Matt's up to. We had plans. He's been on a fishing kick the last couple of days.
So apparently, I saw in the news that about 5,000 troops are being deployed from Germany.
What's your step?
Do you know to where?
Probably to Iran or somewhere. Wait. Somewhere in that area.
That's not good. Ooh.
It seems I've got into quite a mess
Just hope
now.
his husband survives.
Don't say shit like that. That's not cool.
See the battle before you, not behind. Master
Oh, my internet.
weren't ready for this.
Oh, this destroyer still isn't dead yet.
So when I was playing, have you fully completed Star Wars Skywalker Saga?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't platinumed
you know
it, but
that's-
I've been through it.
Like 100% or?
Oh, that's Let's all pull back here. What do you mean by like I haven't gotten all the achievements, but I've been
But
to
if you,
every
like,
planet and I went through all the things.
You get all the kyber bricks. Kyber bricks.
I don't remember honestly.
Did you get some of the capital ships, like the?
Yeah, I think I got all of them.
There's one on the Droid Federation ship. Called Nostalgic Negotiations, where it's you know that like chair scene from Lego Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga.
Do I remember what?
It's a puzzle on the Trade Federation capital ship.
Okay.
And
It's been it's been
there's
a while since I played that game. It's been like at least a year, I think.
So you know Lego Star Wars, Complete Saga.
No, the only Lego game I've played is the newest one.
So there's a thing in that game because it was the first ever Lego game to come out,
Okay.
and there's a scene in the first level where if you use the force on like chairs, they would start dancing.
Oh.
And they
Okay.
kind of did a little tribute to that, and it's called Nostalgic Negotiations.
Oh. Okay. That's funny.
I have a picture of it.
It would be entirely wasted on me.
Very confident, aren't you?
I just thought it was pretty cool.
You're welcome to surrender at any time. There is no death, there is the Force. Sorry for the
There's a goofy lighting effect over here where Obi-Wan's
like bathing in a lake of venom flies.
Obi-Wan's robe goes from brown to like gray.
Yeah.
It kind of looks badass. Like, kind of wish I could wear that gray cloak. That'd be kind of cool.
Be like the Camino cloak or something like that.
He doesn't wear a gray cloak on Camino.
Oh.
There is no
It would be
passion.
pretty cool to have like a gray cloak on Camino. Not like a raincoat, but
It's a shame absorbing
Uh-oh.
glass fire is part of the hydration. You find
What?
yourself in a delicate situation.
Oh, we better let him take this. We're doing way too well. Hey man, I just wanted to say that Jesus loves you no matter what. How do you know that? Did he tell you? Did he send you an email?
he sent you via text.
Jesus like, hey, you up? Mad Sax Appeal, I love him a lot. What side are they going on,
What
eh?
are you doing, bro?
He gets it.
Now you get it. Now you get it.
Either that or he's too afraid to go in.
Let's get a move on. We've got a battle to win here.
What I wouldn't give for Anakin just to cut Chewie in half right now. Just lightsaber out. Oh, I just watched Dooku kill a guy over here.
Wasting your time.
Ooh.
What the do in Dooku?
Always do that kill.
No one answers my question. When I say Jesus loves you and I ask how do you know that, no one ever answers.
No. No, Anakin.
Let's keep the theatrics to a minimum. I'm glad to see you're enjoying yourselves.
Is Anakin almost dead over here? Am I gonna have to come save Anakin? There, Anakin, I
That
saved
Anakin isn't
you.
me, by the way.
Huh?
That Anakin isn't me, by the way.
Oh, I'm a little surprised by that, I guess.
I was just making sure.
He was almost dead.
See the battle before you. Not the
It'd be a very Graham thing. Watching you while prep for our podcast. Oh, it's Star Wars Safe Space. They're a pretty neat Facebook group, and they claim to be low sodium, which I know is probably good for everybody's health. Low sodium and low toxicity, I think, is their thing. Which means they probably don't think that Kathleen Kennedy is the devil, which is kind of refreshing. Or that Kathleen
It's not
Kennedy
the Holy
and...
Mary of Star Wars.
Or that, like, Kathleen Kennedy and Brie Larson are, like, secretly conspiring to kill George Lucas or something.
I should be back off.
Yeah.
You've obviously never fought a Jedi, have you?
Oh, no, I'm almost dead. Oh, no!
Do I need to save your ass too?
No, I have 50 health. That's plenty. That's more than enough. Kathleen Kennedy did not turn down my prom proposal. We have this ongoing joke on our podcast about how we're really good friends with Kathleen Kennedy and she cuts our checks. We've been accused of being Disney shills 100 or 200 million times. But it's funny because I mean I could find shit to complain about in the sequel trilogy. Like I feel like with the sequel trilogy, everyone has something in common, which is that there's one movie that they like, there's one movie that they're fine with, and there's one movie that they don't like. And it just varies from person to person which is which.
Bouncing party.
But the same could be said about like the prequel trilogy as well.
I haven't felt you like this. That message doesn't
Oh shit.
Why are my charge slams registering?
Come on back here, Maul. Come on.
realize your truth.
Come on. Come back here so you can die out of bounds. Uh-oh, 60 health. Come on, Darth Maul.
No chaos, there is harmony.
Oh, you died out of bounds. You dumb shit.
He's a worse player than I am, and he isn't even a player.
Exercise for some of the Padawans.
Well said, Graham. That was very well said. Yeah, I'm not sure, by the way, what I just said, I'm not sure I would posit that about the original trilogy. I guess I don't love the original Star Wars, and it's not because it didn't have some enormous cultural impact or it started a story that would take the world by storm, or that it was even amazing at the time. It's just, it reads as more dated than the other two movies do. Like, it's very 70s, Buck Rogers kind of. Which I'm fine with. I don't hate it. Like, it's not my favorite original trilogy movie.
Now let's try to hold a store away.
A little on edge.
Also, like, I love how you can tell that Harrison Ford in that movie is just like, what am I doing here?
That's frustrating.
But like, where the prequel trilogy is concerned, though, like I do not like Episode 2. I think it's awful. I'm fine with Episode 1, and I think Episode 3 is like really solid. Except for the really terrible dialogue that's written for Natalie Portman and Hayden Christensen. Which is funny because we know that Natalie Portman's a really good actor. So like the fact that he was able to make her not sound great. There's a reason that the best Star Wars was written by Lawrence Kasdan.
Honestly, have Andor or the Diego Luna play Padme at this point.
What?
Yeah, never mind.
Again, Natalie Portman wasn't the problem there. It was the writing. Like George Lucas is a once in 10 generations creative visionary. He's not a very good writer.
No.
Like he's a very good creative force, but Star Wars was at its best when he had someone else writing and directing it, and he was just like thinking up ideas and shit.
With Kathleen Kennedy
and he was working with Kathleen Kennedy pretty early on, actually.
And John Williams basically like was his like best pal.
Yeah, he heard about John Williams from Steven Spielberg, who had used him for Jaws, and a bunch of other like I can't remember, his 1941 before Star Wars as well, and the Reveres, I think. But like Steven Spielberg had used him on a couple movies, and he was the one that suggested him to George Lucas. Hey, what's up, Tyrone?
Steven Spielberg and George Lucas worked together too.
Indy, yeah. Which, by the way, was George Lucas's idea, because Steven Spielberg wanted to do a James Bond movie, and Steven Spielberg said, "Oh, I have a way better idea," or George Lucas said, "I have a way better idea." Oh, I was gonna get him.
I died trying to scratch a droideka.
Most Star Wars fans don't appreciate the work Kathleen Kennedy did. Yeah, it's kind of it has ended up becoming a political thing too, where Kathleen Kennedy is kind of the darling of the American right to hate, you know, because she's like part of the woke mind virus or whatever the fuck. But Kathleen Kennedy produced practically every good movie ever made. Like that is just a fact. At Only AI for Fun says, "Hi, how are you doing?" We're doing all right, man. How are you doing?
We're just Daniel, I think our meeting you and me anniversary is coming up soon.
Really?
Like our first like meet.
I honestly don't remember.
It was like June something.
Oh.
Can look back at our messages.
I haven't been keeping track. That's the other thing too. I think you pointed out in your comment that people don't understand what an executive producer does. Like they make sure the trains run on time. They make sure that the checks are signed and cut. They ordinarily, most of the time, are not big creative forces.
Is your guys' chats down or?
The Xbox chat, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't able to pull mine up.
Yeah, mine wasn't either.
I'm just gonna invite Asa and see if he joins. Oh, he's not online anymore. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna send him an invite anyway.
Oh man.
Like I can't pull up your messages.
I'm reading the first, I think it's the first like official John Williams biography by Tim Grieving. It just came out like a couple weeks ago.
We must defend Theed against the clankers.
And it's really interesting. John Williams is it's such an interesting specimen in Hollywood because he's a really genuinely kind, like gentle person, which is pretty rare in Hollywood. And everyone universally loves him. He's never had a single like controversy or anything. His wife died in the middle of his rise to success, and it was this big deal. Oh, come here, droid.
I'm just STAAP.
Ooh, that's 4,000
Staff.
points. Do boo 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 boo. Do do do
Oh,
do
this
do.
is going to be easy.
What do you think about the Pirates of the Caribbean 7 movie, or the 7th movie of Pirates of the Caribbean?
I don't think about it at all. Next question. I didn't. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't even.
There is the
I didn't even really like the first one that much. My sister watched it a lot 'cause she thought Orlando Bloom was hot, which I agreed with, but it wasn't enough for me to be like super invested in it.
I think my favorite was the 3rd one.
I honestly can't even tell you if I've seen the 3rd one.
deep disintegrations this time.
It's the one with like the guys from Singapore or something like that, and Davy Jones, Lord Cutler Beckett, the really short guy.
I'm starting to get the impression that you might be a pretty big Pirates of the Caribbean fan.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
Well,
it's history based, but it's also funny.
Okay, Graham, listen to me. There's no part of those movies that is anywhere close to historically accurate. That's like
Yeah,
that's
just
like
the outfit and
that's
uniforms.
look, if it entertains you, that's great. And I'm not going to try to take that away from you. You like what you like, and that's fine. But saying that is kind of like saying Indiana Jones is historically accurate. It is not. It is at best entertainment. It's like saying the Da Vinci Code is based on history. Which, by the way, is what I thought when I was in high school. I've spoken to friends, so I am interested in knowing, like the friends of mine who are atheists. I'm always interested in knowing what, especially those that were very, very religious beforehand. I'm always interested in knowing what caused them to change their mind. Just the idea of holding a position on anything, religion or anything else, and then changing your mind on it is really interesting to me because it's something that humans don't do very well. Like, we're very good at changing our minds on things that we've decided. And I credit the Da Vinci Code as the reason that I stopped believing in God, and it's the worst reason to stop believing in God. Because there are...
Is it actually?
Yeah, so jokes aside, the reason religious people are very good at protecting themselves from other points of view. And the Bible's really good at promoting that too. You know, if you doubt God, you know, the whole Thomas the Doubter thing, and like you can't, you know, doubting anything is really bad, and you have to have faith in everything. Something has to get through that, and for me it was sitting in a church and being told I was going to hell for being gay, and then realizing that like that was something I never chose to be, so like why would God be really upset at me about it? And having that...
They don't.
Huh?
Oh.
You have a fucking gun. Take care of him.
Misjudge the situation.
Well, I was very low health, so.
But I was reading Da Vinci Code at the time as well, and there's enough in there that's like kind of real that it sounds reasonable, like the Priory of Sion, and I think the big thing that I learned from Da Vinci Code that really swayed me was learning. And this isn't news that was delivered by the Da Vinci Code. We've known about this for centuries, but like knowing that the Bible was not always written the way it is in its current form. It was chosen by a group of dudes, like, you know,
King
like
James.
no, before the King James, like the Council of Nicaea. It happened like what 1,000 years after Jesus was reported to have existed or lived.
Remember, you were warned.
And I was like, hold on a second, because y'all told me this shit was, like, I'd always just assumed that, like, I don't know, they just, like, the Bible fell from heaven and landed on earth. And it was like, oh, that's crazy.
Pandora's box.
Not at all like that, but
Only go so far.
it was crazy to me that I was like, oh, they wrote the Bible, like, they assembled the Bible, like, a long time after Jesus died. That's kind of crazy. But, just to reiterate, the Da Vinci Code as a reason for not believing in God is really dumb. Like, if that's what sways you, and it makes sense that, you know, that happened when I was in high school and I was an idiot.
And the book and the movie are pretty awesome.
No. How many other Dan Brown books have you read?
That's probably the only one I've ever heard of.
Yeah, listen to me. All Dan Brown books are exactly the same, and they're really terribly written. I remember.
My friends is
I was in a writing class when I was in school, like my undergrad, like early in my undergrad, and I had this teacher that was talking to us about
going back.
all the things that she really hates in bad literature. And one of them was having a character stand in front of the mirror and describe themselves to themselves. And I remember like hearing her saying it, being like, "Oh, that is really dumb. Like that's so lazy and dumb." And then going back and reading the Da Vinci Code, and he does that in the first several pages. Robert Langdon stands in front of the mirror and describes himself to himself. And I'm like, "Oh my God, is Dan Brown a bad writer? Oh no."
But do you think the Holy Grail, like, there's something about that, or?
Well, if Dan Brown's to be believed, the Holy Grail wasn't an actual thing; it was a person that was a descendant of Jesus Christ.
No, it was the shape of Jesus and Mary Magdalene, because wasn't Mary Mag? Yeah, it might have been Mary Magdalene. She was.
Yeah, it's likely that if Jesus was a real person, the person that I think the Bible's talking about, it's really likely he probably had a thing with Mary Magdalene. It's also historically salient to point out that it was exceedingly rare / borderline illegal for a Jewish man in that age to not be married. Like, that would have been a huge social faux pas to have a man that age in that era not be married to a woman. But I don't think.
But some people.
I mean, I'm not sure if there was a dude named Jesus that was, you know, a rabbi. I guess him having kids like that wouldn't. There's really nothing supernatural in that claim. I could believe that. It's the whole like, you know, this person's a descendant of Jesus, therefore they are somehow and for some reason special. Is what
I think Jesus was a real person, it's just not how the Bible depicts it.
How did you make that determination?
Well, some people, well, you know the shroud where.
You know listen to me. Listen to me. And I want you to repeat after me. Okay, are you ready? The Shroud of Turin. Start repeating. The Shroud of Turin.
Shroud of Turin
has been confirmed. As a fraud. As a fraud. It is not real. They did dating on it, and it dates back to about 1000 AD. It was not. There's a really good resource I could put you on to learn more about it. The Shroud of Turin is not real.
There is no chaos. There is harmony.
In fact, they didn't even do. I don't even think they did funeral shrouds of that type then.
there could also be the crown of thorns too.
Okay, what about it?
It could have been like the crown of thorns. Like there's like one that's like made of gold. Apparently they think belonged to Jesus when he was on the cross. Which that is scientifically wrong. You can't just make a gold thing out of thorns unless you plated it. It would take them a long time to do that.
I mean, they could. I just don't understand what the. Okay, let's say that. Let's say you were able to. Let's say there was a Jesus. He was crucified, and they put a crown of thorns on his head. Like, oh, we should probably move back. What would that? I mean, what would that mean? Like, what would that prove?
It would prove that someone probably wore it for something.
Okay. But that's it. Like someone wore a crown of thorns.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing particularly, I guess, notable about that to me.
Well, we also have the Jesus's robe. Too.
Oh, really? Who has Jesus's robe?
Somewhere, someplace in Israel. I do not know exactly where.
You know what that sounds like to me?
What?
That sounds like bullshit.
Impossible to prove.
Or what about the breast milk of the Virgin Mary?
How would you
That's
possibly?
impossible to prove.
How would you possibly prove? Like, let's say that you found breast milk.
Even if it was, it's possible to prove.
Yeah, let's say that you found breast milk and you were somehow able to date it to 30 BC, or 32 BC, or whenever Jesus was supposed to have been born. How do you prove that it belonged to Mary? You know, Jesus' mom, Mary.
The Virgin Mary.
How do you prove that? Because like you could DNA test it, but what would you compare it against? Because unless you had another sample that you knew for a fact came from Mary, you'd never be able to match it to anything.
Well,
This person has changed, man. Like,
well, I'm just coming up with like things to talk about.
Oh.
honestly.
You should find better. You should find better things.
I like
Also,
talking
isn't
about
I mean
stuff
breast milk's organic. There's no way that survives for 2,000 years.
there's just no way.
unless it was like well preserved. Like, okay, we're gonna take your breast milk as like a holy relic.
Anything back then to make
You
it
can
last
never
that
see this
long.
thing again, and people in 2,000 years will not be factually able to DNA test this.
Okay, so I have a refrigerator. I'm very good at preserving food, and I can tell you the skim milk, regardless of my efforts to preserve it, will last not very long.
Be so gross.
Yeah. Oh my God. So when
For like 3 weeks.
when I was a kid with my brother, we had this really dumb idea that because my brother made this blow dart gun, and we had this really dumb idea that we were gonna make poison darts for this blow dart gun, and we were just little kids. We had no idea what the fuck we were talking about, and so we made this concoction in a bowl of all the stuff, all the perishable stuff we could find, and we just hid it under his bed to sit for like a couple of weeks. And my dad found it and was like, "What the fuck?"
There's a lot of people here. That's some stuff.
I remember I made a cookie. Well, not like a cookie, but it was like for a paper for school when I was like 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I said like, oh, to make my cookie, you need Pokemon and jumping cookies. When I looked at it, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Oh my god.
Oh God. Oh, he's got grenades. I'm gonna go the other way. I don't want to deal with that right now.
Where I wanna be.
while we're waiting to win this. I'm really curious about this Mary's breast milk thing. I'm curious to know whose claim this is that they have Mary's breast milk.
Well, apparently it's a holy relic. So.
Oh, I'm sure someone somewhere says that it is.
Oh, for sure.
What about the milk grotto?
It's like
in Church
it's
of the
like-
Holy Sepulchre.
it's like people who think they burned Mary's face into their toast.
Hey, look, it's Mary Magdalene, but in toast.
Been good exercise.
Or the Virgin Mary.
Oh yeah, the Virgin Mary.
I don't think people will. I don't know. I think people would be more impressed by the Virgin Mary in their toast, other than instead of Mary Magdalene.
And feed is secure. Well done, brothers.
I'm gonna make myself a drink. I'll be right back.
What was the other one he said? There was the breast milk. I know he said something about the Shroud of Turin, which I've known about for a really long time. There was something else he said.
I don't remember. I think he mentioned like the robe and the crown. What
Oh
else?
yeah, Jesus is yeah.
Right?
Jesus' robe.
Brings me back to I actually went to Bible college for my bachelor's, to be honest.
You went to Bible college?
Mm-hmm.
There's a content creator that I really like, and I wouldn't obviously try to convert you away from your religion. I have no interest in that. But he went to seminary and has one of the most impressive immediate recalls of. He just has this like encyclopedic knowledge of most of the Bible, and like he's fluent in Hebrew, and
Yeah.
it's like it's kind of insane. And I've learned more about the Bible from him probably than anyone else. Okay, so Mary's breast milk is a relic.
Interesting.
So churches across Europe claim to have vials of Mary's milk. And there are as many as dozens of these churches that claim this. There's no proven chain of custody to first century.
Interesting.
Yeah. And they tested one of them, and it was just chalk or powdered stone.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's bullshit. I don't know. Are you back yet, Graham?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so glad
The
I
legend of
missed
the milk
that.
grotto involves rock turning white after a drop of milk. But this is not any like this. That is what happens. And they've tested they've gotten their hands on some vials of allegedly Mary's breast milk, and they tested it, and it's chalk. It's calcium carbonate.
We need to take
Like it's
control of
not breast milk.
for the assault to continue.
Oh.
Not even close.
Yeah. Yep. So that's bullshit, my friend. They did do just in case if you were if you were curious about some science here. They did radiocarbon dating on the Shroud of Turin, and dated it to about 1260 to 1390 AD. So it was made at least 1,000 years after Jesus was reportedly crucified, and is not real. And that's one of the things that the Catholic Church loves to like. They just lie about it. That shit is not real. It's a fake.
It's hard to do that when you have science now, like
Yeah.
those man.
What about
Right.
Saint Peter? Do you think he was a real person?
I don't really know. I guess I haven't. I can tell you I don't. I read a really good paper recently that argues that Moses was never a person, and I 100% believe that he wasn't real. There's a paper by Dr. Aaron Adair about Moses as a mythical figure, and who is almost certainly not an actual person.
See the story of like the plagues and then bring the Israelites
Yeah, that's the other thing is the
And
Israelites
splitting the
weren't.
sea.
Yeah, the Israelites weren't. Oh, I have to be careful about this because I don't remember and I don't want to say something entirely untrue. But I don't think the Israelites were even. I don't think they were slaves in Egypt. I don't think they were there
Add
when.
you to the menu.
Oh no!
But then
let
who
me get
built
you
all the statues of Ramses II?
I don't know. Probably somebody else.
Exactly.
Okay, so what you just committed there is a fallacy. It's a hold on a second. I'm getting mad at an invite. What you just did there is a
All right then.
it's a what
Guess you're fancy.
it, how do I phrase it?
Just
A what if?
Oh yeah, we got another. Okay, get out of the thing and we'll come pick you up. I'm not super excited to play this one anyway because it
I'm out of it.
has that last thing there. So what you just did was an argument from personal incredulity, which means I have this point and your inability to imagine a counterpoint means that I am right. And that is fallacious. It doesn't mean that you're right.
It also doesn't mean you're right either.
What was I claimed to be right about?
You weren't claiming right to be about anything.
Okay. So basically what we've agreed here is that you've proven nothing.
I have proven nothing, and
Okay.
you have proven nothing
I
because of
wasn't-
you saying maybe.
I wasn't trying to prove anything. I'm just saying that you like what was the original question?
Who do you think built all the Ramses?
Oh, right,
statues
yeah.
in
So,
Magic
right.
over
That's
time?
what I'm saying is that you said, okay, well, who built it? And I said, I don't know. And then your point is because you don't know, I am right. That's bad. Like that's bad logic. Hold on a second.
We're going back to Geonosis.
That's fine. We're all together at least. Skilled Egyptian artisans built them.
Should right now though.
They were physically built by organized labor crews that were not slaves. Contrary to older myths, most large Egyptian projects were built by paid laborers and conscripted workers, not mass slave populations.
I'm not in the game. It kicked me out.
Oh well, dang.
I just sent you an invite.
Battlefront. Be
I'm in a
bugging.
queue. Wait.
No, you're not.
No, there's probably another guy in the game.
Not right now.
Matt and I are the only ones here.
I'm trying to join. It says server full. Place to the queue to join.
Okay, get out of
Oh,
the
yeah.
get out of the
Yeah.
thing. I'll make a
See
new
it
group.
now. They're starting to come. Freaking Battlefront. Took me out.
What the fuck is this kid talking
Yeah.
about? What was I gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna make a new.
New group.
Yeah. You. Oh, I have to do it this way. Man, Battlefront's not making it
what do you
easy to
think is
play
the-
today.
What do you think is the closest religion to be existed or believable?
None of them. I haven't seen a single religion that claims a higher power created the universe that is convincing to me, or that it's met its its burden of proof.
What about Confucianism?
That's a it's not a it's not a that isn't a that's like a philosophy, right? That's not even a
What about Buddhism?
Buddhism isn't a faith. It doesn't like they don't worship anybody.
It's more of a philosophical religion.
Yeah, you can be Buddhist and another religion.
Mm-hmm.
My EA account's not working. Uh-oh. Well, I know a bunch of people are gearing up trying to get the May the 4th thing to work. Hopefully all that influx of attention hasn't, like, fried the servers or something. You would think that they would prepare for that, you know?
Alright, we're going back to Genos.
I mean, this happens every May the 4th. They're like, let's bring Battlefront 2 back. And it's like, it's pretty hot for a couple of days and then it just dies off again.
Imagine for each VV, it'll be pretty active.
This game is still exist. Yes, it is still exist.
We haven't left yet. We'll do this until our bones become brittle. Or unless I die in a car crash or something.
Yeah, there's no solid historical or archaeological evidence that the Israelites were enslaved in Egypt in the way that the Bible describes.
What would you say is the most believable thing in Christianity?
In Christianity, that there was a civilization that said that if your daughter was raped, you could sell her to her rapist.
Mm.
I believe that was a thing. We were really cruel to women and still are. We were especially cruel to women then. I believe that there was a society that said that if you touched the skin of a dead pig, that you were committing a sin and needed to die, or if you're gay, you were committing a sin and needed to die, or if you wore clothes of mixed fabrics, you were committing a sin and needed to die. All those things, by the way, all those things, which some of them were probably hygiene things back in the Old Testament to keep people from getting sick and stuff. All of those laws about eating shrimp and touching the skin of a dead pig or touching a woman who's menstruating, all that stuff, but not a single law that outlawed slavery. In fact, not only did the Bible not outlaw slavery, it gave you instructions on how to do it well. It said that you could own slaves, particularly from the heathens around you, and you could do whatever you wanted with them, including beating them, as long as that they didn't die in the first 3 days of you beating them. That shit, I believe, is real. Like, I believe that shit happened.
Yeah, because it's a current. It is still a current thing to this day.
What's that current thing?
I'm not
Slavery.
good at keeping out of trouble.
Well, I mean, I don't even disagree.
In some countries.
I think we
in
have
some
slavery
countries.
here. I think that there are people in our prison systems who are forced to work for free.
Like hard labor in like prison
Or not even just hard labor. I know that they're like some prisoners are just forced to work for free.
or like
Or for cents, or for just a few cents a day. So, like, I don't even necessarily disagree that slavery is a thing, even in America, that is a problem. We all use devices that were created by slave children.
I think everything we make came from a factory.
No. Well, first of all, we don't really make anything anymore. Everyone else does, and we buy it from them. And, like, your cell phone. Do you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Oh, especially your iPhone was built by slave kids somewhere in Asia.
No time for pleasantries.
You have one too, right?
Yeah.
So you have one that was made by a slave kid.
Yeah,
in
we
Asia
all
as
do.
well.
We all do, and that's part of the problem
It's
is
like
that
impossible.
yeah, it's kind of a fact of our life now is that there's no such thing as ethical consumption anymore. You can't buy anything that wasn't produced by a slave kid somewhere. Like that's late stage capitalism. That is the blight of our society.
And I think
Explain that while I'm
which
looking
amendment,
for it.
isn't it the 13th Amendment that outlaws slavery in the U.S.?
This house, we're smarter than this.
Yes. What is that?
So that's why there's not many like factories with kids working anymore during the Industrial Revolution.
That has nothing to do with the 13th Amendment. That has to do with the American people kind of forming workers' rights and employment laws and stuff.
and the census.
Come here, robot.
Like, my grandfather worked with heavy machinery when he was 12 years old.
Yeah, that's immoral. And any system that allows that is immoral and should be destroyed.
See the battle before you, not the eye.
This was like 100 years
Look,
ago.
if you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when it was. And what's scary is that our workers' practices haven't really improved that much.
I warn you.
You're still not paid a living wage. You still can't live off of the money you make.
You should be made president of the United States.
No, it should not. I don't think anyone should. I think that amount of power for any one person is evil.
Like how it is right now.
That's the thing, though. Is you make me president, I know I would do immoral stuff.
Like sending all Republicans to like the South.
Or whatever. I thought that I was, you know, it's very easy to convince yourself that that the means, or the ends justify the means, and you do shitty stuff. That's why that shit just shouldn't exist. Like, people cannot, human beings are unable to, you know, resist power like that.
Do you think the Hanging Gardens of Babylon were real?
I don't know, Graham. I don't know much about it. Does it sound too good to be true?
Probably.
Then it probably is.
There is
Well, there's ruins of it that they in like Iraq or something.
Well, I mean, look, are you saying, like, do you believe that there's a place called the Hanging Gardens of whatever? Or are you saying the Hanging Gardens of whatever could heal sicknesses and are the reason that we're here on Earth? Because those are two different
I'm
claims.
just
Like,
saying
if you
if it
tell
was
me
a
it's a
real
place, like if it's a real place, then okay, show me some evidence, I'll believe it. But it's the other bit. It's that, you know, oh, it came from God, or, you know, it's somehow supernatural or something, is where I start to check out.
St. Peter's Basilica was made by Jesus. No, it wasn't. It's made by Michelangelo. And Leonardo
Did you
da
just
Vinci,
say?
if I'm not
Did you say
mistaken.
Ahsoka was created by Jesus? Did I hear that correctly?
No, St. Peter's Basilica.
Oh. I really thought you said that Jesus made Ahsoka. And I was like, who said that? Probably the
I
Mormons.
said it's like saying Jesus built St. Peter's Basilica by himself.
That's the thing about St. Peter's Basilica, is that, like,
It's
That-
impressive.
that didn't happen so long ago that we don't know who built it. Like, we know exactly who designed it and who built it.
haven't I?
But we know who did the Sistine Chapel.
Oh no, it's Mom. Please don't get stuck behind there.
Oh no, it's Cruz.
Run, Matt. Let
Run, Forrest, run.
our soldiers take care of it. Jedi can't be bothered with with little players like that.
Half cyborgs.
Oh, this game mode. Perfectly paired one. Especially the Yoda. Yoda's- Might be.
We can do a different mode after this if you guys want.
Yeah, sure.
What are you guys in the mood for? Like GA or? We're not. We're definitely not doing Supremacy anymore. That was just.
Yeah, that's
It's funny because I forget the reason why we don't do it sometimes, and then someone's like, "Oh, we should do Supremacy." I'm like, "Okay," and then we do it, and it's like, "Oh, there's a reason we don't play this mode anymore."
why.
Yeah. I just don't have the 8 hours to commit to winning a match.
if you don't know what you're doing in there, you're like,
Don't mind me.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't know the maps and I don't know the strategies like on how to win well.
I think I knew the strategies by putting a shield in front of where the clones could shoot.
I'm sure there are other strategies.
That's one of them, I think.
The only strategy I was really running on is get hero, kill the enemy.
right.
Yeah, it's kind of like the basic.
Our attack overwhelmed the separatist defense.
Well, let's go do a GA.
Now they're only so much
Alright,
GA is nice and manageable.
it doesn't take as long.
Where,
takes a while to start as long as supremacy.
would you say the Hanging Gardens of Babylon?
Mhm.
Yeah, looks like historians are skeptical they ever existed. So I guess Greek writers described a massive terraced garden with trees growing on elevated platforms with advanced irrigation. It was built by Nebuchadnezzar for his wife. It's a cool name, by the way, but only because I've seen The Matrix. So you'd expect something this massive to show up in Babylonian records or inscriptions by Nebuchadnezzar or archaeological remains, but there are no Babylonian texts. Nebuchadnezzar recorded tons of building projects, but not the Hanging Gardens, and excavations of Babylon haven't found clear evidence of a structure. So it's not looking good, Graham.
Why does nothing exist?
Well, I think you're asking the wrong question. I think the question you should be asking is, why do all these things that I want to be true end up not being true?
Or not enough evidence yet.
No, see, that's the thing. You're doing this thing to protect your belief, where you say there's no evidence yet, when what you should be defaulting to is there's no evidence, therefore I'm not going to believe it until I get evidence. Not there's like I haven't found proof yet, so I'm going to keep believing until I find proof.
How thick is that armor?
Ah, damn, those things, they don't stay unlocked for very long, do they?
As long as the MTT.
I didn't even have time to get my gun ready.
Those things are tough.
For some reason, I'm only getting sequel maps for Galactic Assault. Oh, we didn't have a.
Walkers crossing the
What I'm
first
doing.
checkpoint.
That can't take much more of that.
Still got you.
Hit the walker, but couldn't penetrate the armor.
Oh. I was hoping to get back into the Y wing.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, did you get one?
There.
As long as it's one of us.
There's the armor. How much more?
I'll die. So fast.
Enemies running scared. I'm identifying.
You know, I
Seems like that
okay.
burn.
I should outfit my my heavy to have torpedoes
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Right.
that might be a better way to do this. So
Perfect.
maybe I'll set my
You got a small window there, right? Ooh. Yeah.
Bosk is hunting for the Empire. Be careful.
Walkers on the second line. They're coming too fast.
I'm waiting for someone to drop them so I can.
Yeah.
Oh, I just killed the TIE bomber.
Major damage to one walker.
Of course.
That was definitely better.
I'm gonna get the fin going.
Oh, someone killed my.
Walkers nearing the base. They've crossed the final checkpoint.
Those
Oh,
things
no.
are tough.
Scored a hit. Walker damage.
All right, I got some good hits on it. We're just not. We don't have
I had a
enough
couple
to.
too.
Yeah. I think we're the only ones that are really trying
Pack a
here.
punch.
We were so
Oh,
close.
Jesus.
The second walker is in range of the base. Withdraw and prepare to defend the hangars.
I need to switch my guy back to non-torpedoes.
Evac is proceeding, but the enemy is sending ground troops. Defend the hangars. If we lose here, they'll trap us
Oh.
in fuel storage.
I have enough for a hero. Though I doubt that I'll be able to get one. Did you say you were playing Finn, Graham?
No, I can't.
I was trying to.
I'm trying. I'm attempting. I'm gonna sit on Finn.
I'm so lost right now. He is good. Oh no.
They're pushing into the west hangar!
What are we gonna get? Damn it. It's so bad right now.
Oh, wow, that fell fast.
Yeah.
Someone playing Finn or?
I thought I heard him.
Yeah, I saw him earlier.
About to die.
I've got an idea.
Freaking Basque. I hear Finn.
Really wish that one of the heroes would just die.
Oh Jesus. Oh God.
They broke through to the west hangar!
Oh, it's not even out there. I'm doing that so fast.
Oh no, I got
We're
stuck.
getting him though.
Yeah, I think the Finn might actually be fin glitching.
Oh, I'm right by him actually. I'm Finn.
Let me have a hero.
Vulnerable to capture!
Oh, I'm behind. Oh God. Guy behind us.
They killed him, Finn.
So.
There's a.
We just picked the hero.
Has arrived to reinforce us.
Have you been just camping the hero thing?
Yeah. Heroes aren't doing anything.
Well, you weren't doing anything. You were sitting at the menu waiting for a hero.
I'm at Slayer.
There's an Iden over on this side, so be careful.
I understand. Get me.
This is our moment. Let's take him down.
Get in there, Leia.
Look out!
Oh, I tried to bambush him.
New enemy approaching. She looks tough. One more place.
Oh, perfect.
Just like in training. I've got something we should try. Take him down.
Oh, we got it, boys.
We got him.
Nice fan.
All transports ready to launch. We did what we were asked. What the rebellion needed.
All right, let's go do a Starfighters.
Fucking,
But we
fucking
survived.
stormtroopers trying to shoot at his ship.
That wasn't as fun as I hoped it would be. It was kind of dumb. Oh, multiplayer Starfighters. So we are watching a bit of Game of Thrones tonight at around 9:30 Central.
And Matt's gonna be there?
I don't think so, unless he. Well, I mean, you mean Wee Baby Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Field
Okay,
generator
come for
plating
this,
was
they can-
rushed. Keep
they can
those
come
ties
for
from landing a lucky shot.
Yeah, probably. That's probably the case. Like he's also been playing Battlefront every night without fail for like the last 2 weeks. Like
Yeah.
also he's an adult and adults have things they have to do, Graham. Like
Oh gosh. Oops.
he took his cat fishing today. He went on a little fishing trip with his cat and sent me a picture.
Enemy Starfighters are firing on their target. Stop them. Those field generators are fragile. We must protect them while they come online.
Oh no, a crash.
Alright, Callow. Jeez.
I'm just getting spawn killed by Kylo, I guess.
That's always fun.
Yeah, he's right here in our fucking spawn.
The worst.
They're trying to take out the fuel generators before they activate. Hold them off.
Gotta hate the auto aim in this game sometimes. Yeah, I think a couple people are a little pissed at him for.
Spawn camping.
Yeah, I'm not the only one chasing him right now.
Not for him.
Oh, he
Okay,
crashed?
crashed.
Yep.
Nearly held back their advance wave.
That's what you
If we
get.
just take out a few more of their fighters, our people should be able to escape.
Oh, I really wish that auto aim would stop aiming at shit I'm not trying to aim at.
Right?
These field generators are not built for combat. Cover them.
Yeah, that's down there too. He's so good on. Oh, just barely.
Oh, we're very close.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah.
All right, all
Is
right.
that cowardice for not going after the objective?
Yeah.
Held them off
Ouch.
as long as we can. Our people will live to fight another day.
I'll pass out here soon.
Yeah, the only reason why he got first was because of spawn killing.
Oh man, I have to go to a choir concert tomorrow.
Take out their defenses.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is for Starkiller.
And John's singing in it.
Oh, yeah.
I do training
that type
all
of
the last
singing,
3
or-
days.
You did what? now?
Wiped. Training for
Oh,
EMDR therapy. 8 hours just last 3 days. Waking up at like 5.
ew.
Ew.
I do not enjoy
I'm so
that.
tired. Too old for that.
Human beings are not meant to be awake at 5 a.m.
I don't need to be up at 5 a.m. talking about therapy either.
You would always be able to identify the religion I would make up, by the way, because it'd be like God commands you stay in bed until 8 a.m. Blessed are the well rested.
Ready to engage enemy. Those cobbled together field generators may become a problem.
One of the 10 commandments would be taking a nap in the middle of the day.
The 10 Commandments is Daniel cannot stop talking. That was a joke, by the way.
What was that? You know what you forgot to do?
What?
You forgot the funny part in your joke. I'm not sure if you left it at home, but you forgot it somewhere.
I left it where your bed never is.
Oh man.
Tearing me apart up here.
Oh no, I crashed. Did you ever play Banjo-Kazooie, Matt?
I feel like I did.
N 64.
Oh,
There-
wow, that's
I've been watching speed runs of Banjo-Kazooie. For some reason, I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
why. Yeah,
Ship to take it fire.
it was a game I played a lot when I was a kid. It was like Banjo-Kazooie and GoldenEye 64. GoldenEye 007 64. I played a lot of.
GoldenEye for sure.
I feel like in that time you were either an N64 kid or you were a PlayStation kid. Like
I was
later.
an Xbox One and PS4 kid.
I was whatever my friends had because I don't own
Oh really?
console.
I begged for an entire year, and I think I finally just wore my dad down for an N64. I think it was honestly he was gonna buy me an N64. He was gonna have to kill me, so he just bought an N64.
Yeah, I always had like when my dad did the computer work when we were kids, so I always had like we played computer games and stuff growing up. But
Yeah, I was.
he'd always build his own computers.
I was streaming Jedi Outcast. Yeah, a couple weeks ago, Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast, and I was talking a little bit about how when I was a kid, I had that in like Jedi Academy on my computer at home and played it. It was kind of back before, you know, you had to have like really beefy computers to run games.
Right.
Better get this one off
Yep. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the Stone Age.
We've disabled their generators, but
I had this CD-ROM game that was an emergency room simulator that I really liked for no reason. Looking back, it was like the nerdiest shit in the world. I don't know why I was so into that game. Or I played a lot of Red Alert, which is like like an RTS.
Isn't the Soviet march in that or something?
It has to do with like the Soviets and shit. Shit like that.
It appears the generator's effects may be of use, if your piloting is up to the task.
I did play Star Wars Episode 1, the game, when it came out.
What batteries in the game?
Yeah, that was on N64. I've even played. They did a port of it for Xbox that I've played within the last couple of years.
I remember that.
Yeah, my
LA Noire.
No, I got it as a gift from an ex once. And I wasn't really into gaming at the time. Otherwise, I probably would have played it. And I kind of wish I had played it when it was like really popular, like when it was new.
Overload the field generators.
Don't think you're safe back there. Their history.
I was waiting for a good time to drop that seismic charge, but no one was coming after me. It's because there are so few people on the enemy team. I'm just now realizing.
Yeah. There's nobody. Oh, they got some now.
Objective
They
completed.
quiet lobby at the moment. Hey, you know.
I was wondering why they were kind of letting me be.
Know why I'm here.
I just found a lot of them. You're fine in here.
Missiles cost extra. I don't know if you're around for May the 4th, Matt, but we're probably going to do a little event.
It just depends if my wife's home or not, to be honest.
Well, if she's not, or if she, whatever the case is, whichever will allow you to play. Feel free. We'll probably do some Star Wars trivia. We'll probably take as many people as are around. And we'll do some bigger modes if we have to. There's a rumor, and I'm not sure if I believe it, but there is a rumor that they'll be announcing Star Wars Tales of Luke Skywalker on May the 4th. It's an animated series.
Taking some hits here. Just business.
We almost have them. All forces prepare for the final push.
Congratulations. You just made it personal.
Also, it's officially May, so The Mandalorian and Grogu will be coming out
That was more than close.
this month.
And 20 days.
I hope it's good.
Probably will be.
I don't know if that's for sure a fact.
Remarkable technique.
All field generators have been disabled. Thin out the Resistance's
I
Starfighters.
don't know, man. If it's anything like Mandalorian Season 3, I don't know if I am that interested in it.
Bunker buster shields down. Press the advantage.
Now you've got my attention.
We have them now.
I'm getting chased.
Ship's holding for now. Those should knock him around a bit.
Oh gosh.
All over, but the shouting.
Oh, they only have 3 people on their side. No.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be hard for the last one. Have to destroy like 40 enemies or something.
Maybe. Something like that, but could be enough for bots. Oh, I just crashed for no reason.
The bots only count as half.
Oh, that's true. Sorry, buddy. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Life support's barely holding.
Curious about
It's one.
if I drop my bomb on this bunker over here, this bunker buster, if it does damage. Wait to see if this does any significant damage here.
Oh, not really. Very slight.
Oh, that sucks.
Of course we're winning. You hired me.
I got him off you, Matt.
The one person.
I noticed he seemed pretty excited about trying to get you.
Excuse me, sir. I have a wife.
Bunker busters
I don't
annihilated.
know. There's only one guy on their team. What are we gonna do?
It'll be interesting.
You could try to
This
kill
must be
the.
the last of them. Focus on their starfighters.
I was like, I'm gonna get this win.
Kill the
Oh,
AI.
crash.
too.
Oof. There just aren't any targets.
No, it's
That's the AIs. That's it.
I'm not even seeing
At least they
really.
count.
I'm not saying bots either. There's one. Oh, that's the guy. It's just like impossible.
Focus on their fighters. Anything else is a distraction.
Not so fast.
I'm hard lock. Must be him.
You're playing a hero?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that bug.
Possible.
This has
I
gone
went
long
away.
enough. Wipe out their
Yeah,
fighters.
you will intermittently show us hard
Yeah.
lock for no reason.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It used to really creep me out, but then
I'm hit.
No, get him. No reason.
I got a couple. We have 30 seconds, boys.
Fire.
Ship disabled.
Whoa. Come on.
I don't see any other targets. Oh, there's some over there.
There's somewhere.
All right, we got it.
Got it.
Oh man, 10 seconds left.
Sheesh.
One guy on the team.
Youngling Slayer 66 says, "Gosh, I haven't played Starfighters in a while. We play it every week usually, but it's usually not that sparse. Like, there are usually
Yeah,
more
that's
people
bad.
playing." That is the end of our stream tonight, though. So if you're here watching, see you later, man. Thanks so much for joining us. We will be back on May the 4th for some more Battlefront, maybe even tomorrow as well, depending on how tomorrow goes. So thank